In an increasingly digital world, the battle for online identity and presence has never been more intense. The Domain Name Game documentary, crafted by the insightful Gerald Clyde II, delves into the high-stakes arena of domain name trading, a world where fortunes can be made or lost on the turn of a single web address. This film peels back the layers of the internet we take for granted, exploring the fascinating ecosystem of buyers, sellers, and brokers who vie for digital real estate that can define a brand's success or its obscurity. Through expert interviews, on-the-ground investigations, and gripping narratives, Clyde's documentary promises to be an eye-opening journey into the unseen battles and triumphs of the internet age. Join us as we explore the pivotal role domain names play in the shaping of our digital identities and the future of the internet itself. The article titled "The Domain Name Game," authored by Matthew Knoll, mentioned that you probably know that a domain name is a name given to a website or email account. Because IP addresses mark individual computers, the domain name is usually much easier to remember, as it can be a catchy phrase or an on-target description of what the website has to offer. In this day and age, the game of domain name selection is heated and oftentimes a demanding field. What does an effective domain name get you anyway? You may ask yourself, why is it so very important to have a good domain name for your website? Besides being the best way to attract your customers, it is one of the best ways to have customers remember you. The returning customer is, after all, the best one to have. Yet many websites fail at this point simply because there are so many other, just as good, if not better, websites out there. Having a good, on-target domain name is necessary for name recognition. Finding your domain name. Just like writing a jingle for a commercial, having an effective domain name should be something that people will remember. Catchy phrases or very targeted phrases can be the best way to get the attention of the user. More than likely, the first time they find you will be through advertisements or through a web search. But once they are there, getting that domain name into their heads for next time is necessary. But it's not really that easy. There is huge competition of domain names, and many times you will find that the good ones are already taken. But when you get creative and think outside of the box, you can really find the right niche and make your domain name the next one to be remembered. There are also many information portals now devoted to the subject, and we recommend reading about it at one of these. Try Googling for domain names, and you will be surprised by the abundance of information on the subject. Alternatively, you may try looking on Yahoo, MSN, or even a decent directory site. All are good sources of this information. As the quote suggests, the world of domain names is vast and rich with information, easily accessible through a simple internet search on platforms like Google, Yahoo, or MSN, or by exploring a reputable directory site. This abundance of resources reflects the importance and complexity of domain names in today's digital landscape. They are more than just web addresses. They are crucial for branding, marketing, and creating a presence in the ever-expanding online world. Delving into the subject of domain names opens up a fascinating narrative, one that we aim to explore in this documentary. We will journey through the history of domain names, starting from their inception to their current status as digital real estate. This exploration will not only include the technical aspects of how domain names work, but also the stories of high-stakes battles for control over them, the evolution of internet governance, and the future possibilities as we look towards an ever more interconnected world. In the digital age, our lives are intertwined with the internet, a vast network that holds the sum of human knowledge and innovation. Yet this modern marvel is shadowed by the looming threat of cybercrime, a dark industry that thrives in the hidden corners of the web. Today, we delve into the world of cybersecurity, uncovering the statistics and facts that paint a picture of this ongoing battle between security experts and cybercriminals. As we navigate through the cyber landscape, it's crucial to understand the magnitude of the issue. Recent studies reveal that cybercrime is projected to cause damages totaling $6 trillion annually by 2021, a figure that is expected to grow in the coming years. This staggering amount eclipses the GDP of most countries, highlighting the lucrative nature of cybercrime and the immense challenge it poses to global security. The methods employed by cybercriminals are as diverse as they are malicious. Phishing attacks, a technique where victims are tricked into providing sensitive information, have seen a significant rise, increasing by over 65% in the last year alone. Ransomware, another prevalent threat, locks users out of their systems, demanding payment for the release of their data. In a recent survey, 75% of companies admitted to being the target of a ransomware attack, underlining the widespread impact of this cyber menace. But it's not all doom and gloom. The field of cybersecurity is evolving, with advancements in technology and strategy bolstering our defenses. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are at the forefront, offering new ways to detect and prevent attacks before they occur. Governments and organizations worldwide are also stepping up, investing billions into cybersecurity measures and collaborating to create a safer digital environment. As we stand at the crossroads of innovation and vulnerability, the importance of cybersecurity has never been more evident. The battle against cybercrime is ongoing, but with continued vigilance and advancement, we can hope to secure our digital future against the threats that lurk within the shadows of the internet. Welcome to the digital frontier, where the boundaries between security and vulnerability blur with every keystroke. In this documentary, we delve deep into the realm of cybersecurity, exploring the facts and statistics that shape our understanding of this critical domain. Picture this: every 39 seconds, a cyber attack occurs somewhere in the world. This staggering statistic underscores the relentless nature of cyber threats, from malicious actors seeking financial gain to state-sponsored espionage threatening national security. As businesses increasingly migrate their operations online, they become prime targets for cyber criminals. Shockingly, 43% of cyber attacks target small businesses, whose limited resources often leave them ill-prepared to defend against sophisticated threats. The financial toll of cybercrime is immense, with global losses projected to reach a mind-boggling $6 trillion annually by 2021. From ransomware attacks crippling entire organizations to data breaches exposing sensitive information, the repercussions reverberate across industries and economies. In the digital age, data is the new currency. Yet the protection of this invaluable asset remains a pressing challenge. Astonishingly, 70% of organizations believe their security risk increased significantly in 2020, fueled by remote work arrangements and the proliferation of connected devices. The human element remains a weak link in the cybersecurity chain. Phishing attacks, where cybercriminals masquerade as legitimate entities to deceive unsuspecting individuals, remain a pervasive threat. In fact, 88% of organizations experienced spear phishing attempts in 2019, highlighting the need for robust security awareness training. Beyond financial motives, cyber attacks can have far-reaching geopolitical implications. Nation-states engage in cyber warfare, leveraging advanced techniques to infiltrate critical infrastructure and disrupt operations. The specter of cyber warfare looms large, blurring the lines between physical and digital conflict. Despite the escalating threat landscape, cybersecurity talent remains in short supply. By 2022, it is estimated that the global cybersecurity workforce shortage will reach 1.8 million professionals. This skills gap poses a formidable challenge as organizations struggle to recruit and retain qualified personnel. This is new vectors for cyber attacks. With billions of connected devices powering smart homes, cities, and industries, each represents a potential entry point for malicious actors. Securing the IoT ecosystem requires a holistic approach, encompassing device authentication, encryption, and vulnerability management. Privacy concerns loom large in the digital landscape as individuals grapple with the implications of data collection and surveillance. With regulations such as the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, and the California Consumer Privacy Act, abbreviated as CCPA, shaping the legal landscape, organizations must prioritize data protection to maintain trust and compliance. As we navigate the complexities of the digital age, one thing is clear: cybersecurity is not merely a technical challenge, but a multifaceted endeavor that demands collaboration, innovation, and vigilance. From safeguarding critical infrastructure to protecting personal privacy, the stakes have never been higher. In this ongoing battle between security and threat, the resilience of our digital society hangs in the balance. The Invisible War, a look at cybersecurity. The digital age has brought us incredible connectivity, but with it lurks a constant threat: cybercrime. In this unseen war, data is the battlefield, and the stakes are high. Let's delve into the chilling reality of cybersecurity through some eye-opening statistics. Every 39 seconds, a cyber attack is launched. That's right, 39 seconds. That translates to a staggering 8,000 attacks per day, a relentless barrage targeting businesses, governments, and individuals alike. And the cost of these attacks? Enormous. The average data breach in the United States alone costs a staggering $9.44 million. But the financial damage is just one part of the story. Stolen personal information can lead to identity theft, and crippled infrastructure can disrupt essential services. Small businesses are especially vulnerable. A whopping 43% of cyber attacks target them, often lacking the resources to defend themselves. Human error, believe it or not, is a major factor too. A staggering 95% of data breaches can be traced back to human mistakes, like clicking on a malicious link or falling for a phishing scam. But there's a glimmer of hope. The cybersecurity industry is booming, with information security jobs projected to grow by 32% in the next decade. By educating ourselves, adopting strong security practices, and investing in robust defenses, we can fight back against this invisible threat. The war for cybersecurity is far from over, but by understanding the landscape and taking action, we can build a more secure digital future. Remember, vigilance is key. Be cautious online, protect your data fiercely, and together, we can make the internet a safer space for everyone. In the vast celestial tapestry of the digital realm, domain names shimmer as guiding stars, leading wanderers to diverse corners of the internet. These ethereal labels not only steer travelers to their intended cyber destinations, but also weave spells of identity and commerce. Join me on a voyage through the enchanting domain of domain names, where we shall uncover 10 mesmerizing truths and figures that illuminate their essence and intricacy. At the genesis of this digital odyssey lies the birth of the Domain Name System, DNS, in 1983, a celestial alignment that heralded the structural dawn of the internet we traverse today. This celestial mechanism bestowed order upon the chaotic expanse of the web, offering a celestial roadmap for seekers of knowledge and connection. Emerging from the cosmic mists of cyberspace, the very first domain to materialize was Symbolics.com, a beacon of light registered on March 15, 1985. This celestial event marked the genesis of domain registration, a cosmic dance that would soon populate the heavens with millions of interconnected domains across the terrestrial sphere. As we delve deeper, it's noteworthy that as of early 2023, there are over 350 million registered domain names. This staggering figure highlights the explosive growth of the internet and the ever-increasing demand for digital real estate. Among these millions, the .com top-level domain, TLD, reigns supreme, representing the majority of all registered domain names. This TLD is often associated with commercial entities and remains the most sought-after suffix due to its recognition and reliability. Another fascinating aspect is the existence of country code top-level domains, CCTLDs, which are two-letter domains assigned to specific countries or territories, such as .uk for the United Kingdom and .jp for Japan. These CCTLDs play a crucial role in localizing businesses and services. The market for domain names can also be incredibly lucrative, with some domains fetching millions of dollars in sales. For instance, the domain name Voice.com was sold for a staggering $30 million in 2019, setting a record for the highest domain name sale at the time. On the flip side, the average length of a domain name is around 12 characters. This statistic underscores the importance of brevity and memorability in choosing an effective domain name. Interestingly, the renewal rate for domain names is about 70%, indicating that once registered, most domains are considered valuable enough to be maintained year after year. Domain names are not just static addresses. They can be subject to disputes and legal battles. The Uniform Domain Name Dispute Resolution Policy, UDRP, was established to resolve conflicts over domain name registrations, highlighting the importance of intellectual property rights in the digital age. Lastly, The future of domain names promises even more diversity and innovation, with the introduction of new generic top-level domains, GTLDs, such as .app, .blog, and .tech. These additions offer new opportunities for branding and personalization in the ever-evolving landscape of the internet. As we conclude this exploration, it's clear that domain names are much more than mere digital addresses. They are a foundational element of the internet, embodying the creativity, commerce, and connectivity that define our online world. In the vast expanse of the internet, a silent war is waged not over content, but over the very gateways that lead to this content: domain names. These digital addresses are the real estate of the internet, where location is everything, and the right name can be worth millions. The story of domain names begins in 1985 with the registration of the first domain name, Symbolics.com. What started as a technical necessity soon evolved into a critical component of the digital economy. By the late 1990s, the .com boom turned domain names into highly sought-after commodities, leading to the first wave of domain speculations and sales. Fast forward to today, and there are over 360 million registered domain names, a testament to the internet's explosive growth. The business of domain names is multifaceted, encompassing registration, sales, auctions, and even litigation. High-profile sales such as Voice.com, which sold for $30 million in 2019, highlight the immense value placed on premium domain names. Yet, for every $1 million sale, there are countless others that form the backbone of the digital economy, providing identity and visibility to businesses, organizations, and individuals worldwide. As you can see, the domain name landscape is a fascinating ecosystem. Let's delve deeper with some incredible statistics. Fact number 1. There are over 350 million registered domain names in the world today. That's a mind-boggling number, folks. That translates to roughly one new domain name being registered every 3 seconds. Domain registrars like GoDaddy and Namecheap are the gatekeepers to this digital land grab, holding millions of addresses under their wing. Speaking of land, interestingly, the most popular domain extension is still the classic.com, boasting over 160 million registrations. It seems the .com boom of the late 90s left a lasting mark. But the internet is a global village, and geographically, things get interesting. The United States holds the most domain names by a significant margin, with nearly 127 million. However, over half of all domains have their registration details hidden, making it a true mystery who owns those digital plots. The value of a domain name can be as fleeting as a viral trend, or as precious as a diamond. The most expensive domain name ever sold? Believe it or not, it's Voice.com, which fetched a whopping $30 million in 2019. On the other hand, some early domain registrations were entirely free. Can you imagine registering wtriumphbrowser.com without spending a dime? That was the reality in 1995, before the internet gold rush began. As we look to the future, the landscape of domain names continues to evolve. The introduction of hundreds of new generic top-level domains, GTLDs, has expanded the possibilities beyond the traditional .com, .net, and .org. This expansion offers new opportunities for branding and innovation, but also presents challenges in trademark protection and cybersecurity. With the rise of technologies like blockchain, the very infrastructure of domain registration and ownership may be on the cusp of transformation. The journey of domain names from a mere technical requirement to a cornerstone of the digital economy reflects the internet's remarkable evolution. As we venture further into the digital age, the value and significance of domain names are only set to increase, making them not just addresses, but key assets in the digital landscape. In this digital age, where the internet shapes economies, influences societies, and connects billions,